Okay, I'm going to put together a video of both of these bracket systems I've had. I've had a lot of emails and questions on the functions of each, the stability, and then also how hard it is to get them off the wall in case of emergency or a fire. You need to get them off the wall and out of the house. But I took in consideration all those factors when I designed these, and I basically come up with this idea when I was having to move around, for a few years for work, and I would mount an animal for a certain position in the house or on a wall, and then when I would move, he wouldn't go where I needed him to go and face the right way. And so both of these brackets fix that. You get a 180-degree turn radius. The single pivot system is welded from the extension piece to the wall piece, so you don't get that extra movement that you do out of the double. These singles need to be welded here, and also the bracket comes through the back of the wall plate on each of them for extra stability. And so these serve a good purpose too for elk, for the 6.5-inch wall space clearance, extra clearance that you get for those big 6-point bulls that maybe their back hits the wall and you have to come up with a different form to get that animal mounted right. And this alleviates all that. You can pick any form you want because you have the extra clearance. And I've had to custom build a couple for a few clients that needed to be longer than 6.5 inches. And so I can do that too. Special orders, just get with me and we can design something that works for you. And so these systems, it's just 2 bolts. I recommend lag bolts that you put in, and as long as you have everything centered up and down and side to side, the weight of your animal will hold this bracket, wall bracket, I should say mount bracket, because this goes on the back of your mount, in any position that you want without having to more than hand finger tight this nut. And I recommend that in case of an emergency and you need to get him off the wall. You just pull this off, finger tight, pull this up and out, and this wall plate comes right off, as you can see. And then your animal's out of the house. So it goes together just like that. You got 2 washers on the single pivot system and 4 on the double. I'll walk you through the double right now, but both serve the same purpose, just to give you more options without having to remount an animal, and then also gives you the option to show your animal off in a lot of different other positions that you wouldn't, rather than if he was just mounted in one spot. And so this same thing, 2 holes for lag bolts, and if you're centered up and down, side to side, the weight of your mount bracket will hold in any position you need it to. I've designed it so the washers kind of grab, and you don't need to tighten this all the way. Now you can if you want, but then you don't have that option of getting this off the wall that much faster if you need to. You have to go try to find a wrench, dinking around, trying to get this off, rather than just walking up, there's a fire, pull this off, your mount's off the wall and out of the house. It's that simple. And so both have the same 6.5-inch extra clearance, and then they're all machine cut with heavy duty metal. They're all sent off and powder coated before I ship them out to you. That way you get that professional look and you don't really have that eyesore behind the mount. They kind of blend in with about any color that you have on any mount. The dark brown will go with deer, elk, most African game. And so that's the color I picked for that. But other than that, they're pretty simple. Takes you a matter of a few minutes to put one together. Deer, I can pretty much hang by myself on one of these. Elk, you definitely need 2 or 3 people to hold it, get your bolts in there just because of the weights of them. For whatever reason, if you have an extra heavy mount, and it's just, I've had to build one for a customer that he wanted the extension a little longer. And so because of that, the bracket system that I had, the weight stability, I just didn't feel comfortable shipping one because of the weight factor kind of came out farther than I designed it for. And so with that, I had to build him a heavier wall piece and add a few more other pieces on here to get it to hold the weight of his animal out past the 6.5 inches that I designed it for. So that's not a big deal. That's an easy fix, and we can work through those issues if you guys have anything more than what I've already designed. And so with that, a really simple fix for if you've got limited options as far as which way you want your mounts to face. And then I'll be coming out here in the next couple months with a pedestal swivel system, so stationary mounts will turn also without having to put them on a swivel system with the whole pedestal. You'll be able to swivel right from the top. A real simple system, just like these, and then you can order these off my website. And then if you have any other questions, you can shoot me a message and we'll get those taken care of. So thanks for watching.